Welcome back, Purple's Pod here. I don't know what episode. Doesn't matter. That's not the point. Today we're going to talk about the Rockets' embarrassing loss to the Pelicans. Cat, stop. Sorry. Embarrassing loss to the Pelicans and steamroll of the Raptors. What the? Stop it. Hey. And the Steven Adams trade and what that could mean here at the deadline. So first we'll talk about the Pelicans. We'll get the bat out of the way. 110-99 loss. It was ugly. It was bad. They were without Zion Williamson, and they're good. They're a good team. I mean, we beat them twice this year, and obviously they're missing Zion, so it's one that you really want to steal there. Definitely at home. And just weren't able to. We'll get into the stats here. Jabari, after having a great comeback game on Monday against the Lakers, put up a big stinker. Went 0 for 6, scoring 0 points and 1 rebound. Şengün had a stinker as well, 10-10-5. Fred VanVleet was 16, 3 boards and 5 assists. Jalen Green, 31, 4 and 4. We'll get into that. Cam was 17 and Cam was 17 and Amin with 10 and 6 boards. So to start off, we're gonna go general of the whole team here. Just did not shoot the ball well. What are you? You're taking my notes. Stop it. Didn't shoot the ball well. Didn't play well. Only gave up 110. At the end of the day, but it was not pretty. It was not good. It's bad defense. Won the turnover battle 17-6, and somehow this game was never in question. It was an 11-point game. It wasn't like a major blowout, but won the turnover battle 17-6. We had six steals in the first quarter. We still gave up 33 points. My mic is off. Okay, I think I'm good now. Sorry if the sound was bad there for a little while. Mic's on now. For some reason it wasn't. I noticed that in the last video. I feel like we turn off. The sound was off. Anyway, they're dead. Makes sense. That sucks. Because I know it sounds way worse. Sorry about that. Doesn't matter. We'll get back to that. I would record it later. I don't want to. I want to record it now. Doesn't matter. Anyway, back to the task at hand here. We allowed 50% field goal percentage from the Pels. We only shot 40%. It was not pretty. But where we really lost the game is on the glass. 56-29. It wasn't even close. It was an absolute slaughter on the glass. 56-29? Holy cow. Like I said, Jabari only grabbed 1. He played 26 minutes and grabbed 1 rebound. Şengün had 10. I mean, whatever. He was not good. Backup big would help. A lot of things there would help. It was bad. It was ugly. Sometimes you come out dead, and that's just kind of how it felt, you know. Şengün, he missed a bunch of easy ones. I wrote that down to talk about. I don't know what to say. He only took 9 shots, I think. Didn't have a lot of shots. Didn't get a lot of opportunities as he did at the Raptors. But, you know, even the ones he did, he just wasn't there. It wasn't in it. Still was able to impact the game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists. But it was a bad game for him. Yeah, I already talked about that. The main thing I would take away from this game, the rookies still looked good. I mean, Amin had 10 and 6. Cam had 17. But Jalen Green, 13 in the first quarter, 20 in the first half, kept us in the game. Ends up with 31, 4 and 4. You know, another solid all-around game with 4 boards, 4 assists, and there's 31 points. Very efficiently too, 11 from 20. It looks good. I know I saw him take one baseline early in the second quarter and get a little bit of contact with the rim. Looked strong, looked confident. It was a great move, and that's what we need to see more of. So the team as a whole did not play well, but hey, Jalen Green continued his good play. Rookies continued to show that they can play. Team just didn't show up. Sometimes it happens like that, but it's a bad loss to the Pelicans without Zion. Yeah. All right. Moving on to the Raptors. We'll talk about that, and then we'll get into Steven Adams a little bit. Raptors 135-106. Absolute blowout there. It was great. It was fantastic. Şengün 24, 13, and 8. Talk about a bounce back. Obviously, another thing I did not touch on, he was not named an All-Star, so both were revenge for a shitty game on Wednesday and not being named All-Star. 10 to 14 from the field. I still want to take more shots. 14 for your best player is not a whole lot of shots. He was post player. Plus he had 8 assists. So he's touching the ball. They played a lot more of this game through him, not just the pick and roll, which I feel like they've gone away from him in the post. But I feel like we're getting back to it. I'm just so mad about this sound right now. I know it's crap. Anyway, he's getting post touches. More back in the offense running through Şengün this game. I don't know if that was purposeful just to get him going or what, but he looked amazing. And obviously the Raptors are not good, but this was a fun game. And it made me just miss Tari Eason, imagining just this fun group with added Tari to it. Excited, very excited. Like I said, Şengün 24, 13, and 8. Super efficient, great game. Career highs for both the rookies. Amin with 19 points, Cam with 25. 6 boards there for Cam, while Amin added 7 boards and 4 assists. Amin just came out and started attacking. I don't remember what he had in the first half. I think it was 15. I don't remember. No, that's not right. I don't know what he had in the first half, but he looked so good. Came out and he's just going to the rim. I think he had like 2 charges on him from lowering his shoulder. I know he had at least 1, but man, he just knew that he couldn't be guarded. And is that going to happen every night? No, because he's limited in the offense, and a lot of people play off of him. When we got up the right matchup, man, he's kind of had this slow dribble into it, got to the free throw line. He's so elite explosively. Little left, right, Euro, mix-ins. He likes to kind of act like a cross, and then 2-hand pick up into the Euro. Elite. Couple cuts. Oh my gosh. The cuts between Amin and Cam with Şengün's passing is man. I feel like Şengün has been missing that so much. And now that Amin and Cam they're both playing a lot. They're playing with Şengün. And it looks good. I love watching a good cut, good pass, and those 3 together look great. The future is bright with those 3. I love watching them play together. All 3 have great basketball IQ. I know Cam is like gonna catch it and shoot it. He's not this playmaking guy, but his basketball IQ is pretty high. He knows how to cut. He really knows how to find you. So it's great. It's fun to watch. Love watching those guys play together. Amin finished 9 for 11 as well. It was great. It was great to watch. Their mindset, the way they came out and tags. He also had another sick block in this game. His defensive versatility, really from him and Cam, but especially Amin, his defensive versatility, he's elite on that end of the floor. And I think a lot of people were questioning the amount of play time that they were getting at the early part of the year, including myself. I know Amin missed a lot due to injury and sickness and whatnot. Cam was just relegated to the G League. Injuries gave him his opportunity. But all in all, they're having to earn their minutes and they're playing winning basketball. They're not, no offense here, they're not on the Pistons, playing 30 minutes of meaningful basketball a night, getting stats that don't matter. Games like tonight, yeah, they played, some of that garbage time, and, their stats look a little better because of that. But when they're playing and they're getting these stats, they mean something. These are meaningful stats. Whereas, around the Pistons, you're losing a million games. It doesn't matter. Although also, Cam, just hit on him, he's averaging, Shoot, I didn't write the stat down, but I saw it. Point is, it's been ridiculous in very limited minutes over this 5-game stretch here, and they, Rockets got something. They got the best draft class in the 2024 draft, no question about it. Yeah. All right, moving on. Yeah, like I said, Şengün, Cam, Amin, love watching them play the half court together. Even Şengün found Cam on a long outlet pass, kind of like Jokic does. So maybe we get some more of that. That would be fun. And also, another fun thing to watch is our 3 freak athletes, Cam, Amin, and Jalen Green, who can play on the same court with Cam, as much as people don't want to admit that. They're so fun to watch in the fast break. You never know. When you got whoever running the point, down the center, hopefully it's Amin or Jalen, ideally, because Cam's not going to pass the ball. But you got one of them 3, except for the assist. The assist to Uncle Jeff behind the back on the fast break, that was fun. We don't get very many Cam assists. So hopefully, you got one of them running the point, and you got the 2 running the wings. 3-on-2, 3-on-1, whatever it may be, fast break. You don't know. It could be a dunk, it could be a lob. You don't know what's going to happen. It's a lot of fun. Those guys are fun to watch. They can share the court together. Defense versatility with Cam and Amin really, kind of free that up. If you have Jabari or Tari in that 4 spot, and then she can go that's an elite lineup. These core 6 for this Rockets team. We don't have to give one up. Eventually, we'll have to give one up probably. And it's probably going to be Jalen Green. It probably is. But it doesn't have to happen for now or for a few years. Unless the right opportunity presents itself, don't rush it. This core 6, will they win a championship? I'm not saying that. But if they grow quickly and get the right pieces around them, they could. They really could. If you keep 5, 4 of them together, they complement each other. The whole group complements each other, basically. And it's fun to watch. Fun to watch those guys. Yeah, Şengün, Jalen Green, and Amin all got up to hot start. Kind of already touched on that there. And the Raps are bad. Raps are bad. That's all that note says. So, yeah, there wasn't a lot to take away from the Raps are bad. But the young core is exciting. Exciting as a Rockets fan. And if you're not excited about Rockets basketball, they legitimately have a shot here coming up these next few years. Moving on to the Steven Adams trade and the trade deadline, what we might expect. So I love the trade. Victor Oladipo not playing here. Contract expires. We've already given up picks to get that money for a move. If you don't trade him, you're losing it. You already traded second-round picks for nothing. Yes, we traded 3 more second-round picks for Steven Adams. But if Steven Adams is healthy, this was a steal. This is a starting caliber center who's going to be our backup for an expiring contract and 3 second-round picks. Second-round picks. Yes, for a championship team down the line and moves can be important, but in this case, this is a steal. I think he elevates the right areas of this team. Yes, he's not playing now. We don't have to compete now. If you need to compete now, then you can get Bismack Biyombo at free agency. There's some moves you can make, right? Don't have to compete now, right? He's going to be major key next year. Phil's the locker room guy. One of the most likable guys in the league. Now you got Boban and Steven Adams. Boban could be cut if the signing of Biyombo or somebody happens, but you got Steven Adams now to fill that void. Worst comes to worst. Elite screener. He's possibly, from what I've heard, the strongest guy in the NBA. I grew up an OKC fan and watched him play a lot. Super strong. Elite screener, elite rebounder. Can clear the way. We've seen the Jalen Green jump in rebounds, being able to rebound and take the ball out. You got Amon Thompson, you got Jalen Green, you got Cam Whitmore. He's boxing out whoever it is, their center, and allowing those three guys. He's had Russell Westbrook, he's had John Moran, he's had those elite athlete point guards that like to rebound. Now he's got three more elite athletes that can all rebound and start the fast break. And they don't have to worry about, getting an outlet pass or whatever it may be. And he's also occasionally will throw those long outlet passes and elite offensive rebounder. Same thing with Jabari. He helps Jabari on the glass, clearing up some space. And I've watched some takes on, he helps Şengün. He can play with Şengün. How? I don't know how. Who's going to play? Unless you play like a zone, maybe, and there's a lot. I don't know. I don't know how it would work defensively. I really don't. In the right matchup, perhaps, but neither one of those guys can really guard on the perimeter and such. But either if you don't help Şengün on the court, it's going to have good practice buddy. And say Şengün needs to set, needs to rest. Şengün doesn't have to feel like he has to play. If Şengün's set out right now, we are in trouble, right? But hey, his body gets worn down. He's in there banging. Steven Adams can start. That's what I'm saying. He's a starting caliber player, and team doesn't just fall off a cliff. So I think it's a great move. I've seen some people love it, some people hate it. For me, great move. What that means for us going forward, I think that shows that they're not in a huge rush. I think all these reports of Jalen Green from Mikal Bridges is the Nets trying to create something that's not there. And I don't think the Rockets make any crazy moves. Do I think they make some more moves? It's possible. Some small moves. I would love to see Jae'Sean Tate dump for something. But I don't think it has to be what people are thinking. I think it could be for, last year you saw Sadiq Bey, some of those guys like that move for 4 or 5 second-round picks. Maybe, you get 3 second-round picks for Tate. You refill what you lost in those seconds that we just traded. And it gives you the flexibility to use that in another trade, or second-round picks can be good for championship teams, way to fill out the roster cheaply, and if you find a good player that can contribute, they're important. They're not important, I don't feel like, as much for rebuilding and those kind of teams, as weird as that sounds. You would think the more picks, the better, and they are, but for championship teams, you're already picking late, and you find somebody like Christian Braun, somebody in that second round that can, come in and maybe he's kind of NBA ready, but he's already kind of at his ceiling. I think that second round pick area is a good place to pick. So maybe that's all you get for Tate, and I think that's fine. I think you accept it. I think you're happy with it. Just to free up those minutes. Cam's playing amazing. Amit's playing amazing. When Tari comes back, Jae'Sean Tate is expendable. Same thing come Aaron Holiday. And you still do got the money from a Jock Landale, maybe even a Jeff Green, to go make a move. What will we see? I don't think we'll see anything that's crazy win now type move. We probably don't see a big move for a backup big like a Capella. Probably not even a Rob Williams. I don't think we see those. But perhaps we see a move for a shooter. The Rockets still kind of need a shooter. I don't think it's as big of a need as it's made out to be, as we have Cam, who's been phenomenal from 3 off the bench. When Tari comes back, he provides a little bit of shooting. I don't know whose minutes you would take off, take out. You subtract Jae'Sean Tate's, but that's for Tari. When Tari comes back, if you trade for a shooter. Because you got Amin and Cam are balling right now. And then you got the backup big, Jeff Green at this point, and then Tari. So I don't know whose minutes you would take for a shooter, but I don't know. I don't think you see a big move. If we do see a Jalen Green move, I, for one, am completely against the Mikal Bridges trade. I think he's a good player. And if it was Jalen Green, Mikal Bridges straight up, maybe. I think he fits the team. I think he fits like what Ime does well. what he wants, but Nets are trying to run up, get all their picks back. I think Jalen Green and one of their picks back is too much. Definitely how valuable they are and what they could turn into, you know? Now, I don't think we necessarily need the young guys. I don't think we need to make those draft picks. We got 6 guys right now that we're, you know, when's the playing time going to come from? You know, where are they going to come from? I don't think you have to make the picks. And I would like to see those traded. I have no idea what for right now, unless you kind of would have to, I guess, make it into a big move. But maybe you do it after the season. Come off season, you let this ride out, see where you're at, see if the Jalen Green success continues, see how those rookies grow, and then maybe make a move then. But man, I think we're going to see a bunch of around the edge moves, adding some draft picks, maybe find a serviceable backup big for the season, maybe find a shooter. I don't think you'll see anything drastic. And if you do, I hope it's for a star. I hope it's you see Jalen Green and his Brooklyn picks moved or something, or whatever it may be. So be it. But I hope it's for like a star. I hope it's not for a Mikal Bridges star. It's not it. So yeah, those 2 games. The Steven Adams trade. Sorry for the bad audio. We will fix that now. I did not realize it until I uploaded the video last time. Now I realize why. So sorry. But thanks for watching. This is a lot of fun. Bad game, good game. For when you're a mid team, you get those. You get blowouts both ways. Steven Adams trade. It's fun. I'm excited about it. I think it'll be great next year. I think this team's in the right spot this year, fighting for that play-in. I don't think we need to make any drastic moves, but yeah. So thanks for tuning in. I just got off work, as you can tell. I don't know if I mentioned that. And we'll see you in the next one. Don't know when that will be. Peace.